Hello everybody, right now I am in Greece, in Athens, at the Acropolis. Now take a look at this. I'll be obviously going further up after, but there's a lot of information regarding, the mainstream narratives, and I will be looking at them, but the mainstream narratives are more or less all a manipulation of what the true purpose and function of this properly was. Now they built these to thank the Lord. They were temples, but they also had other functions, possibly in the electromagnetic grid, this one as well. The design principles are very similar looking at it, but the enormity of this place would have scattered all around the area, and it's all been destroyed and just put into one place because they would have destroyed the true function and the true magnificence of this place by destroying the majority of it and just leaving parts in ruins. That's what they did, because if they left it all in its original form, questions would start to be asked as to how it was possible. As you can see, as usual, I'm always on the lookout for the things that are behind the main structure, so things littered around the site that were all part of the original structure, because it was once a giant city, not just one or two temples that have been demolished, should I say, to hide the fact and to hide the true enormity of the place in its original form. And I'll be taking a look at the narratives, don't get me wrong, but it is manipulation at its finest in old world history, the mainstream narrative. Look at the size here of each individual stone. So many ruined ones as well, everywhere. Well, there's evidence of all sorts of structures underneath the ground as well. There will be so much hidden inside of the structure and below the ground that nobody knows about. Not certain, but I think these stones are sparkly, so I think it may be quartz. And quartz was extremely powerful in holding energy and releasing energy, as well as being important in the electromagnetic grid. But these are made out of all sorts of material. I think limestone could be one of these, also concrete. So there's loads of different materials being used when this was created. I don't think you can actually go to see this structure here, but if you remember loads of my other videos, like at Rivington and all sorts of then places like this, you see it's a viaduct type thing, so this would have been water. Water would have played an integral part here as well. There would have been, just like in Mallorca, water that's why it's so high. There would have been like huge moats below it, just like a castle-like structure, even though they don't say that, I don't think, in the narrative. But yes, water would definitely be a huge part here. In between a lot of these this red brick. Look at this, all different materials involved in the building of this structure. There'll be tunnel networks all over here as well. Here, this is now kept machinery inside here. Look at the size of the boulders on the side. Now, it's a lot bigger than you think when you're actually up here and you witness this city for yourself, what's left of it anyway. But yeah, a lot of the stone is made out of marble. Well, pretty much, I think it's all of the columns actually are. And don't forget that these columns were not just in Athens. This type of city, this type of design was all the way all throughout the world, and it's been destroyed and only left in certain parts. But yeah, Athens has an incredible atmosphere. You can feel the gods. They understood the connection between the spirit world and our world. and how it interlinks. We are witnessing an advanced civilization who knew exactly what type of world they were living in, and how sacred it was. They were building these structures to thank the Lord for the life that they were living. I just heard the guide saying everything was transferred with horse and cart. You know, clearly the size of these stones. The horses must have been different animals than we have now anyway. So everybody, we were walking right now in the footsteps of our ancient ancestors in ancient Greece, who knew the power of the world and had the ability to construct structures to such magnificence. We've got a lot to learn, our civilization, to come back to something like this.